What do medieval castles and dragons have in common? A lot if you delve into the realm of myths and stories. If you've ever perused a fairy tale or watched a fantasy film, you're likely familiar with the image of a towering castle, its formidable stone walls standing against the backdrop of a stormy sky, and at its gate, a fearsome dragon standing guard. It's an image that has been etched into our collective imaginations, a symbol of the thrilling danger and grandeur of a time long past. But how much truth is there to this picture? Well, when it comes to the castles, quite a bit. Medieval castles were indeed masterpieces of strategic design. Thick monumental stone walls often surrounded by protective trenches, these fortresses were built to withstand even the most relentless attacks. And the dragons? That's where the line between fact and fiction gets a bit blurry. The idea of a dragon guarding a castle is a staple in many a myth and story. It's a narrative that has been repeated and embellished over centuries in countless books, films, and works of art. You'll find it in the pages of your favorite fantasy novel, in the stunning visuals of a blockbuster movie, even in the intricate designs of a medieval purple dragon castle guardian ornament. But as captivating as these tales may be, they are just that, tales. The presence of dragons in castles is a fiction, a fantastical idea conjured up by creative minds and perpetuated by our love for a good story. There's no historical evidence to suggest that these mythical creatures ever roamed our world, let alone stood guard over our castles. So while it might be fun to imagine a dragon perched atop a castle tower breathing fire into the night sky, it's important to remember where the boundary between reality and imagination lies. In the end, it's the castles that are the true marvels, standing the test of time, their stone walls echoing with the stories of the people who once walked their halls. So while dragons might make for fascinating tales, they were not exactly part of the castle's staff. Now that we've separated fact from fiction, let's turn our attention to the real marvels of medieval castles, their architecture. Medieval castles weren't just built for beauty, they were strategic masterpieces. Every aspect of their design was meticulously planned and executed, with the ultimate aim of providing superior defense and protection. Consider the monumental stone walls. These were not just haphazard piles of rocks. They were carefully constructed using the finest materials available, often quarried from nearby areas. The stones were then painstakingly shaped and placed, creating walls that were not only formidable but also durable and weather-resistant. These walls served as the first line of defense against any would-be attackers. They were often several feet thick and incredibly difficult to breach. In fact, the walls of many castles were so strong that they have stood the test of time, enduring for many centuries and still standing tall today. But the defensive design of medieval castles went far beyond just the walls. Surrounding these castles were protective trenches, often filled with water. These were known as moats, and they served a dual purpose. Firstly, they acted as another barrier to prevent attackers from reaching the castle walls. Secondly, they served as an early warning system. Any attempt to cross the moat would create a disturbance, alerting the castle's inhabitants to the impending threat. Inside the castle, the design continued to prioritize defense. Narrow, winding staircases were designed to slow down intruders and give the defenders an advantage. High towers provided a vantage point for spotting enemies from a distance. Secret passages allowed for quick and safe movement within the castle during a siege. These castles were not just homes but fortresses, designed to withstand sieges and protect their inhabitants. The architectural marvels of these medieval castles are a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the people who built them. They were not only works of art but also feats of engineering, combining beauty and function in a way that is truly remarkable. But castles were not just about war and defense. They were also about life and society during the medieval period. Imagine a bustling hub of activity with the clatter of hooves, the clang of blacksmiths' hammers, and the chatter of people. This was the reality of life in a medieval castle. More than just a defensive fortress, a castle was often the heart of a community, providing a sanctuary for its inhabitants and a base for the lord and his knights. Within the castle walls, you would find a myriad of rooms, each with its own unique purpose. The Great Hall, for instance, was a hub of social activity, where the lord would entertain guests with grand feasts, and where important meetings and celebrations would take place. It was a space designed for community, echoing with laughter, music, and the clinking of goblets. Then there was the chapel, a serene sanctuary for the spiritual needs of the castle's inhabitants. Here, the lord and his family, along with the castle's residents, would gather for daily prayer and Sunday Mass. It was a place for reflection, a quiet respite in the midst of the castle's busy life. Not to forget, the castle also housed the Lord's private chambers, the solar, where he would retreat for privacy, and the kitchens where meals for the entire castle were prepared. The storerooms filled with grains and other provisions were a testament to the castle's self-sufficiency. But it wasn't just the Lord and his family who lived within the castle. Servants, soldiers, and craftsmen also made their homes there, each contributing to the castle's daily operations. The stables housed the horses, the armory stored weapons, and the workshops were where craftsmen like blacksmiths and coopers plied their trades. In essence, the castle was a small, self-contained society. It was a place where every individual, from the lord to the lowliest servant, played a crucial role. Each room, each stone, each person, was a piece of a larger puzzle that made the castle not just a fortress, but a living, breathing community. So, castles were a microcosm of society, from the lord and his family to the servants and soldiers. While dragons didn't dwell in real castles, they've certainly found a home in art and decorations related to castles. Dragons, these mythical creatures of fire and flight, have been intricately woven into the tapestry of human imagination and creativity. They've been etched into the stone of castle walls, painted into grand murals, and molded into intricate sculptures. The idea of a dragon guarding a castle, a scene found in many a children's storybook, has transcended the realm of fiction and found its way into the world of art and decoration. One such example is the medieval purple dragon castle guardian ornament. This piece, with its rich regal hues and detailed craftsmanship, has been designed to conjure up images of a dragon standing sentinel over a stony fortress. It's a tangible manifestation of our collective fascination with these legendary beasts and their supposed role as castle guardians. But it's not just ornaments that bear the dragon's mark. Dragon-themed art can be found in various forms, from whimsical paintings and intricate tapestries to detailed etchings and grand sculptures. These pieces often depict dragons in a variety of roles, from the fierce protector of a castle's treasure to a wise and ancient creature sharing its wisdom with a worthy hero. These creations are more than just decorative pieces. They're a testament to our love for stories, our penchant for fantasy, and our inherent desire to bring the impossible into the realm of the possible. They're an invitation to step into a world where dragons guard towering castles, where knights embark on daring quests, and where magic is as real as the air we breathe. These dragon-themed works of art and decorations serve as portals to a world of fantasy. They invite us to step away from the mundane and leap into a realm where the fantastic is the norm. They're a testament to the power of imagination and the enduring allure of the mythical dragon. So, even if dragons didn't roam castle hallways, they've certainly captured our imagination. We've journeyed through the world of medieval castles, separating fact from myth. We've explored the architectural marvels of these stone fortresses, each one a testament to human ingenuity and resourcefulness. From towering turrets to imposing walls, every element of a medieval castle was designed with a strategic purpose. These castles were not only homes and fortresses, but also hubs of medieval life, hosting everything from royal feasts to judicial proceedings. In our exploration, we've also delved into the fantastical realm of dragons. These mythical creatures, though not based in historical fact, have long been associated with medieval castles in art and popular culture. They serve as guardians in illustrations, and even inspire decorative pieces and games. The image of a dragon perched on a castle's battlements, breathing fire into the night, is a symbol of power and protection that resonates deeply with our collective imagination. However, as we've discovered, the presence of dragons in castles is a fictional idea. While they might add a touch of magic and mystery to our perception of medieval life, dragons have no basis in historical fact. They are creatures of myth and legend, born from our human tendency to weave stories and create symbols. Yet, even without dragons, the allure of the medieval castle remains undiminished. These structures stand as silent witnesses to a bygone era, each stone holding stories of knights and kings, battles and banquets. They are enduring symbols of our past, and they continue to captivate us, whether through historical study or the pages of a fantasy novel. So, as we conclude our journey, let's remember that the magic of medieval castles lies not in mythical creatures, but in the very real ingenuity and creativity of our ancestors. Whether you're a history buff or a dragon enthusiast, there's no denying the allure of the medieval castle, a testament to human ingenuity and the canvas for countless tales of fantasy.